Chartlens. So in today's session, let us deep dive into this week market review, and then I'll be explaining my trades which I took this week. So with this, let us start our market review. So basically, we saw a good rally in the overall market, and Nifty has moved close to almost 1,500 points from last few days, and that's good sign. And moreover, before checking the index, let me open my positions which I took recently. So once the market started turn out to be healthy on April 8th, April 9th, I started to take the test positions, and my first test positions was quality power. Let me show you the chart. In fact, I sold today. So this is my quality power stock which I entered on 9th of April around 9019, and then before this day itself I was clearly shouting out that power themes are very much strong. So if you're taking any position, kindly take the power stocks. I'll just show in my Twitter like where I mentioned clearly that before that, let me show you. Yeah, look at this. I added my test position Q power on April 9th 9:18 a.m. and the same day it went 6%. If you see, same day it went 6% and it became risk free. So and then same day itself I added Atlanta also, and it's not moving that much good, but that's fine. It's above my entry price, so it's fine for me. It's fine. It's close to 8%. It's my test position. So my position is very small, so that's the reason I took quality power and then Atlanta on the same day itself. And let me open that. Let me go to the date April 9th. You can see everything live in my Twitter profile, where I'll be updating during live markets also, so I can easily have a data. That's the reason I'm posting in Twitter. Let me open April 9th. Yeah, look at this. This was I was mentioning out, not this. Yeah, look at this. I mentioned April 9th. I'm tracking these names, and then parallel power theme was very much strong, and I mentioned also in my newsletter also of 9th of May itself. Before, I think it's on 9th of May, I guess it's before that only. Okay, 9th of May, what time? I'm just thinking time at 6 o'clock in the morning. I mentioned clearly that power theme is strong, and then I mentioned the stocks also like Atlanta Electricals, Quality Power. I mentioned like most of the you can see like Sunstar Engineering. I mentioned clearly that look at other energy also I mentioned, and then I clearly mentioned that power theme is very strong and private bank and auto is very much strong. So that's the reason I added quality power and Atlanta on the same day as a test positions. So in same day itself, I think I got both risk free. Added STL Tech also, but STL Tech was very less position size because it was my intraday, and then I converted to swing trade. So let me open that also. STL. It is regarding some data center theme, I guess, and then quickly it ran up. Yesterday I covered my position. I got more than very good gain in this, like 22% gain. So I exited yesterday itself, and after this I missed the other energy in my trading portfolio. I added in the investment portfolio. I missed just because it alerts. There was some issue with my trading view alert, so I missed it out. But I added in my other portfolio, investment portfolio. That's fine. It's above. I think the same day it went actually. In fact, if you see, last few days it went close to 18%. Oh my god, yeah. So and then I mentioned Sunstar Engineering 830, and then I added my entry price here itself. I took the pilot position. In fact, I made a video on Sunstar Engineering. Just go through my YouTube videos. I made about the business. This was my first entry point, and then I pyramid out. I'm still holding this Sunstar Engineering. I'm expecting a good move in upcoming days. So this is my third stock, and then once my Q Power Atlanta quickly gave me risk-free trades, I added Sansera, and Sansera also above my cost, so that made me to add another stock. So my next stock was Federal Bank. Look at this. I added on this day when it is pullback entry, based on stop loss. I'm just showing it out. This was the day I added, and I added today also. I doubled up my position. Stop loss is close to 281. I thought it gonna hit my stop loss today. Did not hit my stop loss. It quickly moved up today. So yeah, this is my still holding it out. And now coming back to my other. Look at this. Most of my trades are risk-free. Q Power, and then I took Bajaj Consumer. Look at this. I took the Bajaj Consumer. It was 10% up on the same day. But I closed it, due to earnings, and then it was not from a strong sector, so I closed it actually. This I buy it somewhere here, and I kept stop loss, and then anyway that's fine. But I closed it somewhere this day itself. But I got a good gain actually. That made me to put the risk on other trade also. And then this was my GSAT from the US stock market. I mean, I'm just parallel trading in US market also. Very light positions. This was my entry price. I kept stop loss 4%, and then it went 6% now. That's fine. I think BAP is it my stop loss. I guess that's the US market. I don't credit copy. Yeah, look at this. It hit my stop loss yesterday actually. That's fine anyway. And let's move on. Yeah, this one Janko. Just check this. I very difficult to pronounce this name. Yeah. Okay. Janeko. I don't know. Okay. Okay, Jaiswal Neko. Yeah. Look at this. I mentioned what time it was mentioned from strong theme because aluminum was moving up. Just look at the aluminum charts. Just look at the aluminum charts, not this aluminum of Pepperstone something. I'm just checking out. Okay, yeah, look at this aluminum was moving up. That's the reason I took the and it was a strong theme also. Jaiswal. After I took it, quickly went up. Actually, look at this. I booked my partial profit like 50% gain. Rest I'm holding it out. I tweeted at 9:45 itself, and then it moved quickly. So yeah, and next I added same day. That's fine. I thought I missed out anyway. That's I added my investment, and it's quickly 8% up. BAP I told you double up. Okay, stop loss it. That was stop loss it. G side also fine. I think I already mentioned it out. And today I think today I added data partners was good stock, but I missed it because there was no consolidation. And then granules I added. I had very good huge position size, but I have to trim it out because of next day it was slightly weakness. That's the reason. So and then still take is fine. GMDC I missed it because there was no consolidation, but it went 20% circuit on the same day. I missed it out anyway. Apart from that, I have some intraday trades I took. So yeah, HPE I think it's from US stock market again. Yesterday I took HPE. I don't know what's the price. I think it's still same price. Look at this. Yeah. So this was the breakout. So let's see how it goes. So Cummins India I took today. I had it was my intraday trade, but I converted into swing trade because I had a good gain, and then I thought, okay, let me take a risk. It was a risk-free trade for me, kind of risk-free trade, not completely. So even if I come to, I'll exit below this line. Let's see tomorrow how it opens. And previous specialty Avanti Foods was intraday, so I exited out after good gain. So I mentioned clearly previous specialty is in a tight range, keep in radar. But yeah, so I took today this trade, and then it went more than 6% in the same day. So I'm still holding it. I have very good position size. So look at this. For double up, doesn't move. I'll be trimming EOD, but I not trim because it get a good move today. So I'm holding it. So far market is very healthy and my stocks are working, and then I can add the additional risk. But so far I don't have any much risk on the open trades because most of the trades are risk free, and then hardly I think probably even if I have risk, I think it will be very much less, so not a problem. So Monday I'll see if previous specialty, if it opens above my price somewhere, something like this, it's fine. If not, if it comes something like this, I will close below the line itself. So yeah, that's how I'm managing my trades. So far it's a very good market. Focus on strong theme like power, metals. I think even farm also will look good from here on, auto, and then private banks. So thank you very much. See you next weekend, and my newsletters will be up by tomorrow, and then everything will be available in website from Monday. So thank you very much. Have a good